Hello and welcome to this recording. I'm going to show you guys how to find your lessons in Study Island. First, we are going to go over how do I know which lessons to complete. Then we'll look at finding them in Study Island. And then we'll conclude this recording with a blue ribbon strategy. First things first, let's pull up Study Island. Oh, no. First things first, let's pull up the course page. Okay. Once you're on the course page, you're going to see this landing page. And to find your assignments for Study Island and for everything in the class, you're going to click on where it says Assignments Week of. For example, today is the 20th, so we're going to look here. And you will see the assignments that are due. If you see something that says Study Island, then you know that you need to go to Study Island to do it. I'm going to show you another way to find out which lessons you need to complete in Study Island. On the left-hand side, on the navigation bar, you can go down to Study Island Unit, and you click on Study Island Unit, and it will tell you which lessons I'm going to assign, when I'm going to assign them, and when they should be done by. Very, very simple. So now I'm going to show you how to find these lessons in Study Island itself. You go to www.studyisland.com and you click on Study Island Member Login. You enter your student ID. I'm using just a demo account right now, followed by @Agora, and the password is Agora. If you need your student ID, if you need that number, send me a K-mail, I can send it to you. So you enter your student ID, followed by @Agora, and then Agora is the password, and you click Submit. You'll be pulled into this page. It says The Island. On the left-hand side, you click on My Classes. You should be pulled right into the Keystone English Lit assignments. If you're not, there's this handy-dandy little drop-down menu up top here. You can select which class you need to work in. For me, it's Keystone English Lit. You see down here it says Wednesday, April 30th, 2014. That is the last day that we're going to be doing Study Island in my class. You can just ignore that date for now because that's a ways off. You click anywhere on this gray bar and it loads you directly into all of the assignments that you need to do for my class. The first one was synonyms and antonyms, followed by affixes, roots, context clues, so on and so on. This is where you'll find all of the Study Island lessons. Think of this as a separate workbook. You have the course home, which is right here. This is kind of like your main textbook for the course. And then from time to time, think of it as like a separate workbook that you're going to be working in. This is the island. When you're ready to start a lesson, for example, multiple meaning words, you will be given some options for your session. Either practice mode or game mode. Do not do a printable worksheet. There's no way for me to track that. I've been told that practice mode is quicker, but game mode is super fun. My favorite game is the archery game. You can select if you want to be male or female. You can check the skin and hair color. You can give her fun colored clothes, blah blah blah, and then you can play. They're going to give you, and then you're going to be pulled into the lesson. They're going to give you something to read. You read that first, and then you answer the question. What is the meaning of the word patron? And then you select your answer. Oh, man, I got it wrong. Yay, I got it right. If you get it wrong, you don't get to play the game. You only get to play if you get the question right. So let's try again. Illuminated. Yay! I got it right, so I get to play. This game is so fun. Bam! Look at that bullseye. I challenge you to beat me in this game. I school it every time. Ow, man. I want a bullseye. Nice. So, try and beat my high score. It's super fun. Okay, so that's how you do this. That is how you play. You can play whatever game you want. But you need to do 10 questions with a goal of 70%. And that brings me to my next big point, the blue ribbon strategy. To get a blue ribbon, you need to have a 70%. So let's take a look at how to get that. Say you go in there and you get a 2 out of 10 on your first try. 2 questions right out of the 10 that you need to do per session. That's going to give you a 20%. And that's not the goal. So say, alright, I'm going to try again. I go in there and I get 10 out of 10. I'm like, yeah, Mrs. Grandy, I schooled it. Got 100%. Well, hold your horses there. No, you did not. Because what Study Island does is they're going to average these numbers. So you don't have a 10 out of 10. You have the 2 out of 10 and the 10 out of 10, which averages to a 12 out of 20. Because technically you did 20 questions and you only got 12 right. And that is a 60%. Still not there yet. So now you got to go back. You got to try it again. Say you go in and you get another 10 out of 10. Boom! Alright, so now we add another 10 to that. Now we have a 22 out of 30 questions I've done. So now we've hit our goal. That's something like a 73. But you can see how having a bad first session or a bad session anywhere in the mix is going to make it hard to pull that average up. If you have a bad session, send me a K-mail and I can delete it. Because once you delete this, once I get rid of this, then yeah, that will stand as a 10 out of 10 because that bad 2 out of 10 session is gone. So if you want those bad sessions to go away, your average will immediately go up a lot quicker. Alright. So to review, how do you find which lessons to complete? You find those in the course announcements or on the Study Island page. How do I find them in Study Island? I'm not going to go over all of that again because that was a lot. So please watch the recording again if you still are not sure how to find your lessons in Study Island. Please remember the blue ribbon strategy. The goal is going to be 70%, and there are special prizes that Study Island gives out for students with the most blue ribbons. Alright guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this recording. If you have any questions about this or anything else regarding the class, please feel free to send me a K-mail. Thanks guys, bye bye.